I started to work on the brain because I was fascinated by this organ which defines what you are.
I consider myself very lucky. I have a great job. I have the chance to think about potentially totally new ways of understanding the brain, to work with young people from all over the world. And then I have the possibility of trying to really help people who are struggling with neurological or mental health difficulty.
I think the fact that a single cell can become an entire organism, whether it's a person or a cat, and how that process happens, I find is one of the most fascinating questions in science.
For a scientist, the most important thing is just the thrill of discovery. Most of the days, you're wrong all the time. You do the experiments and it's completely not what you thought. But that is an exciting thing. That's something where you always feel like you're jumping off a cliff into the unknown.
When I put on my scrubs, I never know what the next 8 hours are going to look like. You have to always be ready to put out a fire that arises. It can be anything from taking care of a post-surgery patient who isn't doing well to organizing a CT scan or running with the team to take care of a new stroke patient.
Patients would come to me and they would say, oh, I have such trouble with my memory. But I had never been terribly excited about memory. You shouldn't say, don't talk to me about memory. I'm here to study perception. You should be very quiet as a mouse and you should listen. And so from then on, I switched the focus of my research to memory.
When I started here at the Neuro, there were a number of trials in multiple sclerosis, but nothing substantial at all for ALS patients. So that really pushed me to get in touch with groups that were running clinical trials, get them to come to Canada. We cannot treat the patients to the best of our ability if we're not prepared to battle for what we think is best for them.
So what's it like to be with a patient? It's a privilege because you're really facing one of the greatest challenges of their lives. So they put a lot of trust and hope in you as the physician to steer them in the right direction.
Un mini-cerveau humain, c'est un mini-cerveau littéralement de 4 mm que l'on fait à partir des cellules souches reprogrammées de patients. Mini brains are like babies. You need to feed them every day, so they need a lot of attention and love also.
The Neuro is the first open science institute in the world. Open science can really make a difference in the speed at which neuroscience happens. It's always hard to let go of your data because you spend so much time working on it and you feel a sense of ownership over it, but I would be honored for somebody to use my data in their own research.
Finding a way for a person who no one thought could communicate, to have them say just even a simple yes or a no. It's a moment where you say, this is why I do what I do.
There's still a lot to be done for people's quality of life and function and ability to engage in the world while we wait for the breakthroughs that I hope will come. We need in the meantime to be able to work with people now and offer them useful rehabilitation, and I think that's well within reach. That's not a science fiction, that's happening now.
What I would say to young people who are feeling challenged by science but love it is that all you have to do is ask questions. The important thing is that if you are interested and excited about something, if your heart beats faster doing it, you will succeed. I mean, there's no doubt about it.